Good morning. The date is April 24th, 2017, on a very cloudy morning. Um, I just wanted to bring this short video starting with what I'm growing in my backyard, starting with my flowers. These are the flowers that I'm going to be growing this season. I bought a whole bunch of seed from the 99-cent store, and they are already starting to bloom. I have also have some zinnias that I started from seed in my grow tent, and I have some lilacs that I once again I got from the 99-cent store, and I also have some California poppies growing in the background, as you can see. I don't have to buy seed for those. They just come back every year, and I don't have to water them. They're just this desert flower, and they are looking also very well. This raised bed here is the one that I've been showing on previous videos. This is my winter grow tunnel that was taking forever to take off because of the lack of sunshine. But now that it's almost spring, as I mentioned in previous videos, this thing has really taken off to the point where almost every plant has gone to seed, and which I'll be saving some seed for the next season. If you guys want some seed, just put a comment below. I'm gonna be having all kinds of different seeds, anywhere from red Russian kale to beets, arugula, and anyways, just hit me with a text with a message, and this seed should be ready to go probably in the next let's say about 3 months. Here's another bed that I'm growing also some zinnias. I have zinnias scattered all over my house, all over my yard. It's just I grew so many inside my grow tent, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of those on in this short video. In the background, I have here a nectarine tree. For the first time since I've been living in this house, there's a tree has really taken off, and I'm applying a couple of different methods that I've learned on YouTube from other gardeners, and this method that I'm applying here is the method that I learned from 1 Yard Revolution, using lots of leaves as mulch. And if I start digging very deep on those leaves, I'm going to start finding lots of red worms, which is very beneficial for your garden. Thank you, 1 Yard Revolution, for all those great tips that I've learned from your channel. This raised bed here is on the west side of my house. It's long, very super long, and I'm growing crooked neck yellow squash all the way across, which also I started from seed back in February. This raised bed here hasn't been doing very well in the past years, because I have a huge tree planted at the very out of the house, and the roots they just absorb every energy off of this raised bed. But because of some other gardeners have been recommending for me to put cardboard boxes at the base, as you can see in the background, there's lots of cardboard boxes, and at the very bottom there's plastic, and also there's a bunch of at least about 6 inches about 4 layers of cardboard box at the very base. So now I know for sure that this raised bed is going to remain very rich in soil and nutrients for my plants throughout this year and hopefully for the next couple of years. This here is my red grape plant, which is it's also doing very well. I chopped this plant, all the branches. I took them off, and now it's already starting to produce more green, more foliage, and also to start seeing some fruit. And I also incorporated another grape plant. This is the Concord grape that I bought on sale at Walmart. I got this one half off. I only paid I think about $3.50. Obviously, I'm not gonna be seeing any fruit this year off of this plant, but I'm gonna keep you updated the next year, 2018. This bed here is not doing very well because it's been very windy up here in the high desert in Lancaster, California. So a lot of these peppers are taking lots of wind, and bugs have been biting on them. These guys are right here, my Carolina Reapers, red ghost peppers, yellow ghost peppers in the background. They're not doing very well. I don't think they're gonna make it, but we'll see. And this raised bed is the only one that is exposed to a lot of wind, cold, hot weather. The plants in this bed really struggle year by year, but I never give up on it. The plants, at least some of them, they seem to recover, and they come back. They should be okay by the next month and a half or so. This plant I'm also growing, let me see, zinnias. You're gonna see a lot of those all over my house because I planted so many. I started from seed inside my grow tent. I have more pepper plants. Also, they have been attacked by bugs. I have this variety of pepper that I bought online, along with indigo rose tomato that I'm very excited to see the results. As a matter of fact, I already have some tomatoes, indigo rose tomatoes growing on my other raised bed that I'm going to be showing you in just a moment. This is the raised bed where I had planted my okra, but unfortunately it was a fail because, as you can see, the cold weather, the wind put a good number on this on all the 20 plants, the 20 okra plants that I had started from seed. They all came to an end. As you can see, this is my very last one. I was having hopes that this one would make it, but this one was attacked by a cat or some type and broke it in half, and now it's just leaning to the side. This one right here is this one I may be able to save, but once again, all of this right here used to be all okra plants. If you can check my previous videos on how to grow okra in the high desert, you will see that very disappointing, but oh well. Not gonna give up on it. I'm gonna try next year again. Once again, this is the Carolina Reaper. They're not doing that great in this bed. This right here, if you can recognize that little leaf, that, my friends, is my first moringa tree. It gets very hot, very cold, so if I can get at least 6 feet or at least 3 feet out of this tree and start showing some leaves, I'll be happy. I don't know if I'm gonna be having huge trees like the vegan athlete back in Phoenix, Arizona, but if I can see a 3 foot moringa tree, I'll be satisfied. Anyways, let's move to the next raised bed. In this raised bed here, I'm growing some flowers, but want to show you for the first time. This is my plum tree, and it's doing really good. Lots of fruit in this bad boy. As you can see, this thing is loaded with plums. Despite all the high winds that we've been having, this thing has been dropping lots of fruit. It's like every day I find 5, 6, 10 of them just laying on the ground. It's very sad, but nonetheless, I'm very happy. This is the first time that I've seen this many plums in this plant, and that's a surprise to me. I find out that somehow, look at this, that is not a plum. Somehow a nectar, a peach tree or a seed was dropped in this raised bed, and now I have a combination of plums and peach in the exactly same area. So I discovered this last year, and now now I can see very clear that right there to the left is the peach tree. That somehow I dropped a seed and it started growing, and now it's very clear. Now I can tell them apart. But a year ago I could not tell that there was 2 trees growing in the same raised bed. See, look at this. So I was telling you, lots of plums laying on the ground, even a little peach there to the left because of the high winds. Okay, so this is the raised bed that I just built about 4 months ago. I filled it with 100% compost, and I've been integrating lots of worm castings and rock dust. This is the raised bed that I'm going to be putting most of my attention in 2017, only because I'm growing 2 varieties of tomatoes that I've started from seed inside my grow tent, and one of them is the this is called some type of a peach tomato, but this is not the one that I'm interested in. The one that I'm interested in is the indigo rose tomato, and it's here among all these plants. I'm going to show you how the indigo rose tomato is doing. I already got some fruit showing, and I'm going to be showing it to you in just a moment. Okay, so that is how the indigo rose tomato is looking like. I can't get a better shot of this one because it's hiding in between the plant. But let me see if I can find another one. Right there, here's a baby one. As you can see, it's already looking nice and black. Eventually it's gonna turn kind of like a dark purple, and I'm very excited about this result. Once again, I'm gonna be putting all my attention on these plants in 2017. This right here is just a temporary trellis that I put up, but eventually I'm gonna build something nice and strong out of wood. Here's another indigo rose tomato that you see in the background. It's too bad that the ones that are a little bit larger I can't get a clean shot of, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the progress once I start seeing more shoots. This is another raised bed. This is another hoop house that I built. This one I built it back in I think it was October 2016. and this one is not an exception. It's also gone to seed most of these plants. I've been harvesting lots of premier kale, some beets, lots of romaine lettuce, but now I already stopped harvesting because everything has been going, it's gone.